More than a quarter of aid sent to Gaza is being looted or stolen, say UN and US officials. Escalating gang violence has crippled supply lines vital for Gaza's 2.1 million residents. Georgios Patropoulos, a coordinator at the UN's emergency response arm, stated that the issue has grown beyond humanitarian agencies' capacity to resolve. In October, PS7.5 million worth of food and goods, nearly a quarter of all aid, was lost to theft, according to UN data. Mohammed Abuldayan, owner of a major bakery in Gaza, confirmed his facility has been closed for over a month due to flour shortages caused by looting. The World Food Programme noted that most bakeries it supports in Gaza were non-operational by December 21. Stolen food occasionally appears on the market, but is priced out of reach for most civilians. November saw even greater losses, including the hijacking of a 109-truck UN convoy. Armed gangs surrounded the trucks after Israeli authorities ordered them to leave a border crossing prematurely. Flour and food kits were stolen from 98 trucks before the drivers were released. Witnesses reported that nearby Israeli forces did not intervene. The conflict's early days saw attempts to rely on unarmed Gaza police for convoy security, but Israel targeted them, citing links to Hamas. Israeli officials claim it is the UN's responsibility to distribute aid after it crosses into Gaza, but UN agencies argue that gang violence makes this nearly impossible. The war, now over a year old, has left relief operations in disarray. Aid agencies face immense challenges as disagreements persist between Israel and the international community over responsibility for Gaza's civilian needs. Calls for Israel to comply with international humanitarian laws have gone unanswered, with Israeli authorities stating their primary role is to facilitate supply transfers. Humanitarian aid has reached fewer civilians since the suspension of commercial food shipments in October. These shipments previously provided most of Gaza's fresh food and goods, and their absence has driven looting. In October, 40 of aid at the Kerem Shalom crossing was looted, with similar incidents occurring at the newly opened Kisifim crossing. Relief workers attribute the rise in theft to the formation of gangs along tribal and familial lines, some consisting of criminals released during the conflict. UN and US officials have urged Israel to restore commercial food shipments to lower prices and discourage looting, but no agreement has been reached. Israel pledged in October to crack down on gangs, yet actions have been limited as the military focuses on its offensive against Hamas. This inaction has deepened the crisis, with aid reaching just 29% of Gaza's population in November, a steep decline from 70% in April. Despite international pressure, Israel remains focused on military objectives, while looting and hunger devastate Gaza. Efforts to address the crisis continue to be hampered by unresolved disputes over aid logistics and security responsibilities.